Hey, how it's going, guys? In this video, we are going to see that how we can use AI agents for agile tools like Jira. Jira is one of the most used agile tools in the IT industry globally. If you look at the services companies like TCS, Infosys, and Wipro of the world, they all rely on Jira as agile tools. That basically helps you with project management, right? And I want to show you that how I have been using and building AI agents in that space, right? And this is suitable for product managers or startup leaders who are innovating in that field or that space. So this is what we're going to build here, right? Jira AI agent. But before that, I want to show you this amazing tool that I found out, right? It's called Toolify. A lot of people, guys, right, wherever I go in conferences, events, workshop, meetups, they all ask me the same question, that how do I cope up with this fast moving AI space, right? Because every day we are seeing new tools, right? And how do we find out, how do we know about these tools? And that's how I found out Toolify, which is basically your free resource site, to grab AI tools, in freebies, right? And it's good for people who love to test AI tools and they don't have to pay any money for using this. You can find out AI tools also using these filters or categories that you see in the left hand side here. You can find out, like, let's say office and productivity, you want to find out all free AI tools. You can find out tools like Grok, Airtable, Monica, Node GPT, Cider. Cider is also amazing, right? That works like a Chrome Cider and helps you do your thing, right? You can also find out other filters categories like image generations, video and animation. I have been spending a lot of time in video and animation field. You can find out Hey Jane, Runway, for example. And this Toolify.ai is completely free right now to use. It's an ecosystem that they are creating for all these tools that you see here, which is amazing, right? So I'll give this link in description. Check it out and let me know what you think about this amazing tool named Toolify.ai. Now let's jump back and see how we're gonna leverage AI agents to build such capabilities that I was talking about, right? Like that will automatically pull all your tickets or issues from Jira and automatically comment and also resolve and close the tickets, right? That's the agenda of this video. So if you look at here, I have something called Jira AI agent, connect to Jira. And just for your information, guys, you can also use N10. So it's this video is complete from a development standpoint because we're going to use both low code and no code tools. So we're going to use N10 to do the same tasks, and I'm also going to show you how I have written code, to use the same, the same principles and the same, the backend to kind of build an interface that connects with Jira, fetches all your tickets, and more like a code-based tool, right? So we're gonna use this both, the no code and a little bit of code. This is really important, guys, because people have been, really hyping no code. It's really good for building faster prototypes, automating some workflows, but it doesn't scale, guys. Come on, no, it doesn't scale, right? So you have to understand system designs, architectures, and code, right? Code, use AI to code, use AI as a peer programmer to code it. But trust me, you can only do few things with N10, right? So I'm going to show you both N10 and also this, how this works. Like, let's see, you can see connected to Jira. You just have to give your information like API keys. You have to give your domain. You can find out my domain here. Like if you look at here, it says sonu1000.atlassian.net, and this is how my Jira cloud dashboard looks like. You can use Jira on premise also. It depends on what kind of licenses you have. For this particular video, I have been using Jira Cloud that you see here. Now, here I have multiple issues. You can see I have four to-dos, one in progress. So there are altogether these issues that you see. And if you come here, you can find out the same thing. And there are some close also. You can find out seven issues, two epics. I have two epics also, and then one projects. You can find out some of my recent issues, and this fetches it, and I'll show you how. This fetches it from here. That you see. You can see to-dos in progress. Amazing, right? Now, the good thing about this tool is that you can completely control it. You can customize control because we have been building it, right? So that's the beauty of it. And you can find out all the recent issues. For example, if you look at this one, it says UI UX extremely debug panel for quantum rag. And if you come back here, you can find out the same thing here, right? You can see this. You can find out UI UX extremely debug panel for quantum rag. Fantastic. Now, let me just come back here. So all this lit, I think last three issues that you see with their comments, if there are comments, you can find out, you can see the recent comments for this couple of issues here, or the tickets basically, and also gives you the recent project. I only have one project. It's named, you can see SMP software. You can find it out here. So this is an interface, very sleek and minimal interface, guys, right? Nothing fancy, neon, and nothing like that. Very minimal, just like how enterprises like, right? They like more minimal and sleek UI designs, just like Jira. I like the Jira fonts, by the way. They are Atlassian sans, right? These fonts amazing. And for this, they use native fonts. So it depends on what kind of system you are using. If you are on Mac, they use just the Mac thingy. If you're on Windows, they use Sejoi or that font. If you're on Ubuntu, they of course, if you're on Linux, they use Ubuntu. So that's the beauty of it. Now come back here, right? Now the question is, okay, what are we gonna do here? So the thing is, let's say I have a project on Jira, for example. Let's say this SMP thingy here, right? Let's say I have this, and now I have been creating, you know, every day I've been creating tickets. That tickets have been assigned to different employees within that team, so on and so forth. We want to build a mechanism. The moment there's a new ticket, it would also automatically be commented with the right approach to solve that particular issues or tickets. That's the agenda of it. So to do that, we have to set up a webhook first. Now the webhook is important because there are two things. I'll first show the N10 and then I'll come back here. Now webhook is important because the moment there's a ticket, that webhook will get triggered and our program will run and solve that, fetches that new ticket, comment and update. So that's the webhook. That's how the webhook flow is. Now let me first show you this Jira thingy here first. Let's execute this workflow. Right now on the N10, what we are doing, it basically comments on all our tickets, and I want to show you that. Okay, and there's a vector database that you see. We are using Pinecone. You can see all has run successfully. You can see workflow executed successfully, and this is what it is. You can see the Jira comment for this one. It says, of course, I'm not handling the markdown. We can handle the markdown through prompt. Now you can see it says backend fast API agent flow setup. There's a description, there is an acceptance criteria, right? And it basically comments it. It says create the initial fast API route for agent input output at the endpoint. Post agent run, it accepts the JSON payload with a query field. Response structure, the API returns a structured JSON response with response and metadata. Unit test, acceptance criteria met, so on and so forth. Now this can be improved through prompts, that I leave up to you, that how you can prompt this system, to make it better comments. Now this basically comments it over here. You can see automatically, right? But this comments on all of our tickets, and that you see here. You can see the task to extend the mail composer for CC and BCC with the people picker dropdown will be documented in Jira with the following comments, so on and so forth. Right, you can find it out here. Build healthcare agent. There is no comment for this one because there is nothing right now. Okay, excuse me. You can see this one, task ID, AI workflow, acceptance criteria description. So it comments it right now, right? It fetches all your tickets, comments, and if there are multiple comments and historical like comments, it basically vectorize your data. So if you look at this workflow, what we're having here, I'll show you. We have a schedule trigger, right? And then we have connected a get many issues. Now this is nothing but this is coming through a Jira cloud. So here you can connect with your Jira cloud. So you see this Jira software. When you click on that, you need to get an issue. And when you click on get an issue, you can select many. So for example, if I show you this node, you can see get many. So I have get many. And then I have to loop over all the items because there can be multiple basically issues or tickets. Now then to fetch that, I have a little bit of course, I have a code one that gets all the information about that ticket. And I'm just getting all the comments, the previous comments, right? And then code to basically gets the comments and account ID for each items that we have. And then I have if And of course, there's a switch basically, if and true and false. For AI agent, we are using OpenAI chat model. We are using Pinecone vector store and OpenAI embeddings to support that vector store. Basically, we're using text embedding small 3, for text embedding is small 3, of course, for building the vectors and then storing that into Pinecone that you see it over here. Don't worry, this workflow will be available into my N8N workflow templates. I'll give the link in description. Check it out. There are more than 150 workflows, including this. I'm also pushing 50 new workflows this week. So get that. The total will be around 200 plus workflows on N8N. You can find that N8N workflow templates link, in this video description. Now you just add a comment and update an issue. So this is an N8N workflow and it works fine. It's not a rocket science because N8N, you can immediately figure it out when you get this JSON file, export, change your API keys and run it. So you'll be able to figure it out. But my agenda here is to go one step further and automate it completely. So for example, let's say the moment there is a new ticket that I create on Jira Cloud here, I want my AI tool to basically auto comment it and resolve it. That's what I want, right? As a product manager. Well, I don't want to take burden of so many of tickets every day, right? It's difficult to manage Jira guys. Ask the PM guys, they will tell you about that. Okay, or ask the managers. Now let's set up a webhook. Now, when I click on setting up webhook, you can see it says your webhook URL has been generated. So we have to create a webhook. There is no automatic way to automatically create webhook on Jira Cloud. Now, so here it gives you an URL and you can see it's running locally and I'm using nrock. So I'm using pynrock to automatically give me from a sub process. It gives me this URL. So I'm just going to copy this URL here. You can see, and here we also have a setup instructions. Go to your Jira project setting, navigate to system webhooks, click create a webhook, paste the URL above, select issue created, save the webhook. So that's what we have. Let's just come back here. Okay, let me just come back, Control C. But don't forget to put slash webhook. So let me show you how we can create webhooks here. So what you have to do, you have to come to systems and then you have to come to webhooks. You can see we have a webhook here. Let's create a webhook. And I'm going to call it like, let's say, Jira agent webhook. And then we have to change this URL and make sure you add slash webhook in the end. So if you look at here, I have added slash webhook. My status is enabled. And keep this secret for fine. If you want more authentication, you can generate a secret, but I'm okay with it for now. And then you have to take care of the scope. So for this particular video, we are only worried about, like, let's say, issues created and updated, right? Everything is fine. Just click on create. Now, the moment you do it, it will create this webhook. It's configured for us. So this webhook that you see, Jira agent webhook, has been successfully created. Now, what will happen, guys? Because this webhook is assigned, to this particular tool that we have built. You see it here. It says webhook configuration. Now, this AI tool is aware that all right, there is a Jira cloud, there is a project, there are multiple issues. Now, if there is a new issue, I have to take that issue and give it to my AI, right? And AI will basically, comment and resolve and do, of course, it can automatically delete and everything it can do it. You just have to go to a scope and select and code it. So let me show you that. Let me walk you through the project here a little bit. You can see it's the fast API is running. If I show you here, localhost 8000 docs, you can see we are running our Jira AI agent fast API backend here. Nothing hard coded or nothing hard coded here. It's everything is functional. Now let's come back and see. So here we are using Jinja 2 templates. I haven't built a React app for these guys. I just wanted to show you the interface. And you can see we're using Gemini models here because that gives you free credits to work with, right? In free, you can access it. And then we are using JQL. It's a Jira query language. Like we have SQL, SQL, whatever you name it. We have JQL to work with Jira actually. So this is how a JQL query looks like. For example, if you look at this function, now what this function does, this function basically fetches this, last 3 issues that you see here. That's what we are doing here. You can see it says get last 3 issues ordered by creation date. It gets the comments, it's a list, it just append the comment and we are showing it on the front end. That is fine. Now you can see connect Jira is there. That connects with our authentication, Jira overview and webhook. Now I want to show you this part here. So you can see check if it's an issue creation event. What this does, the moment we have the webhook thingy, it basically This webhook, basically it's a listener. Keep on listening. You are just keeping your API open, guys, right? So when you're working with webhook, you have to be very careful, the security part, because if you keep your API open for too long, that's basically a chance for hackers to kind of inject and access your system. But this is the scope is not in this video. That's beyond, right? So, but I'm just telling you, in production, you have to be very careful. You can see this is what we have. We have a model here. We have a prompt. It says you are a helpful AI assistant. It gets the issues key, summary, and description, and just comment it out, guys. Right? This is how it is. We are using Pi and Rock to get the webhook setup that you see, nrock.connect, and gives us an URL. Pretty simple code available in my agentic AI toolkit. This project will be available in this agentic AI toolkit that you see. Now, this toolkit, just for your information, gives all the 150 plus N10 workflows, and this week we're gonna update 50 more. So 200 plus workflows. All these projects that I have been building will be part of it. You get 3 months learning roadmap. This is what you get. 3 months learning roadmap you get. Also Notion template with all the private repositories, workflow templates. You get some frameworks, toolkits, bundles for governance, risk management, use case selection, success frameworks, ROI measurement, so on and so forth. So if you need that, you can get this, agentic AI toolkit link in description, guys. Now come back and write, and let's try to do something here. So I'm going to create a new ticket actually. Let's create a new ticket here, right? Let's ask ChatGPT, give me a Jira ticket sample, right? And it's gonna give me a Jira ticket sample. I don't want to write anything for now. I just wanna copy paste. Uh, let's take this summary, implement. Where is this? Okay, here on my thingy here. I'm gonna give this here. I'm not gonna use post and all, just write for agent input output, and that is fine. Let's come back here, right? And we're gonna put this in description here actually. And in description, come back, right? I'm gonna put that here in description. Acceptance criteria, this is fine actually. Let's put that few more thingy here, right? I just want to show you quickly here. You can of course keep on enhancing this. Automatic assign to me, select parent. You can select an epic, a due date. Let's say due date is 29, start today, and let's create. Now the moment I create here, you will see a post request, right, in this terminal. It takes a little bit, you can see that, right? Now this post that you see, it means that our webhook has been triggered and comment has been done successfully. So if I go back, right, on this particular thingy here, you can find out this comment here, right? You can find out this is a crucial initial step for agent orchestration, suggested resolution. You can find out the suggested resolution steps. You can find out step one, define pyrentic models, estimated time 2 hours, implement fast API routes. How do we do that? Implement logging, write unit test, code review, so on and so forth, right? And we can get rid of this commentary, just put that in prompt template, don't make any commentary, just give the resolution, that's it, right? So this can be enhanced further, and that's up to you guys. You have to tell me how do you enhance this better. Now, amazing, right? Now you can see the moment it creates, right, a Jira issues or a ticket or whatever, this AI tool will basically automatically comment, resolve, and of course, now if you give the scope to delete that ticket also, it will delete it, of course, based on the manager's approval. And you can do that through this Jira AI agent dashboard that is built through complete coding that you see here. Or if you want to do that through N10, you can take this workflow N10. I am okay. So I'm, I can do both actually. Okay, I like both. Should I say I swing both sides, code and no code, guys? Because N10 is amazing, right? To build faster automations, workflows, but you can only do up to certain extent. You cannot go beyond that, and you need understanding of architecture, system designs, data structures, and everything, guys, to become a great engineer. In future, don't listen to people who says don't write code. You know, use AI to write code. I'm saying, but understand that, right? Don't completely rely on it, right? That's the thingy. Now there is an architecture thing that you see front end layer. We have an interface. On the dashboard, we show project issues and overview. That basically connects through our Jira connection form that you saw, domain, email, API key. It has some API endpoints that we do through methods like get and post. Get the fast API server runs it. You can see it over here. We get the data, issue data over here on the data flow. We give it to AI that you see here, comment and analysis, and then using these models, so on and so forth. So you can go through it. I just explained it right. Now, amazing guys, and you can see here that my Python is running. I will delete this actually now. I don't need it anymore. So I'm going to delete this. Pinecone, we are using Pinecone here that you see, Pinecone vector store, and AI agents. We're using OpenAI models. It gives you 100 free credits on N10 new account. So go and get that. Try this workflow and build amazing thing, guys. Don't only do the same thing again and again, repetitive things. Right? You can see here we built a rag here, right? Simple rag with Pinecone and embeddings, and we built this agent that helps us, helps the product managers or managers or project managers or program managers, whatever, right? And this is the thingy. Find out this. What else I have to show? Go and look at Toolify also, guys. Amazing. Find free tools. Enjoy. Use AI as your at your disposal to do things, become more productive. Get this Agentic AI toolkit. Uh, find the link in description, and you can get our N10 workflow agents templates. I just said right, N10 workflow templates, 150 plus agent. We're gonna put 50 more including this Jira one this week, so it will be 200 plus AI agents, and you have to purchase only once and you will get lifetime updates, right, at only a mere cost of around, I don't know, 10 $15 or something. Check that out, link in description. That's all for this video, guys. I hope you liked this, you understood a little bit. Go and take this project, enjoy. Let me know what you are doing with this. If you like the video, hit the like icon. If you haven't subscribed the channel yet, please do subscribe the channel, guys. That motivates me to create more such videos in near future, right? Share this video and this channel to your friends and to peer. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.